Discounting yourself to death? Let's talk about it. My name is Sarah Bryson, and I am a CFO for people who want clarity, control, and killer cash flow. And discounting is, for me, it's kind of a dirty word because of the challenges and problems that I see it creating in businesses who rely on discounting to get the sale. I far prefer for businesses instead to focus on providing a high quality, high value product or service rather than trying to discount until they get to whatever magic number someone has in their head for what it's really worth. What happens when we discount is, we've set our price and we've set our price probably on very logical reasons, like it cost me this much. I want to make a little profit. I'd like to eat at the end of the day. And what winds up happening is when you cut from that price, that means you have this much less that you can use to fund having quality supplies and materials, to have that amazing employee who knocks it out of the park absolutely every time. Customer service is going to start going down. You're probably, because you can't afford the high level quality supplies, guess what? You're going to have to do remakes. You're going to have to do fixes. You're probably going to have to order more supplies because things will show up already damaged or dirty. And then, your reputation is going to probably suffer. Not only is it going to suffer from clients saying, yeah, I paid for this and what they gave me broke within a few weeks, but you're also going to wind up getting known as the cheap one or the reasonably priced person. And when that happens, guess what? People aren't looking at you as someone providing that quality, valuable product or service. They're looking at someone who is cheap and providing something that's not really worth paying money for. And unfortunately, once that starts happening and that label hits you, it is really hard to claw your way up out of it. And guess what? I'm not immune to this. I did this too. When I started out, hey, I really wanted clients. And so I did stuff for free and I gave things away and I heavily discounted because I was so worried about getting that sale. And what happened? Well, I was known as the cheap one. And that didn't do me any favors because people were being sent to me based on price, not on what I can do for them. And as a result, well, I didn't get the best relationships with those clients because they expected all kinds of things. And I wasn't wanting to provide those things for the small amount of money they were willing to pay me. And that's what happens, right? Is you wind up getting really disillusioned with your business and business in general. And I don't want that for you. And it took me such a long time to get to a point where not only was I getting those customers who did value me and what I can do, but it took a long time for me internally to recognize my own value. So take it from me, shortcut, don't make the same mistakes that I've done. Really take a look at your price. Make sure that it is based on your value, the value that you provide, high quality, amazing experience that you can provide for your clients, and base it on that. And when people ask for a discount, well, you can say, I'm sorry, but this is my price, and I'm more than happy to refer you to someone else if this doesn't work for you and your budget. Very simple, very easy. Sometimes people are totally okay with your price. They're just seeing if they can get something out of it, right? And that's totally normal and totally okay too. We do it as well. Hey, could you do a little more? Maybe, maybe not. But I want you to really sit down if you feel uncomfortable justifying your price. And that's the thing here. How do I justify this price? Just take a look at your numbers. And if you see in there, like, hey, if I'm going to be able to afford to hire and maintain this great client, and or these great employees, if I'm going to be able to provide this quality service and pay myself, then this is the minimum I have to charge for this job. Then that's the minimum you got to charge for that job. It makes it much easier to say, I'm sorry, this is my price, rather than trying to justify your price or going, well, I don't know, maybe this isn't right. So, like I said, Don't make the same mistakes I did. Learn from me and go forth and have a much easier, better time, because trust me, when you price in a way that is based on your value and those clients come in who value what you do, it's such a different experience. It's wonderful, and they will come. Trust me, they will come and they will happily pay you for the amazing work that you can do for them. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are in fact feeling like, oh shit, that sounds a lot like me, I am kind of doing a little more discounting than I'm comfortable with, and I am feeling that spiral of getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, take a look. I've got a freebie downloadable in my description box. It is 10 questions every CEO must be able to answer. You'll probably find some of the answers for why you feel like you need to be discounting once you go through that handout. Totally free. Take it, use it, and make your business all the better for it. Thanks again for joining me today. Go forth and profit, everybody.